what you look. Does Kenny know what you looking at?
If you gave, I'm gonna answer that. If you gave Jin Sasaki a gun that night, he still was gonna lose to Brian Norman. You understand what I'm telling you? He didn't have a win in that fight.
We was in Japan, bro.
No, 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 no. When I saw that was my first time ever seeing Jin Sasaki. When I saw him in the ring, oh no, he's dead. He's a dead man. He's a dead man. I knew it. I knew as soon as I seen him. And then when he started throwing his punches, I definitely knew he's a dead man.
But it was a clean shot. It wasn't like he
I didn't I
finessed
didn't
it.
I didn't say it wasn't a clean shot. What I said was Brian Norman, that shot he gave him was a mean hook. That was a reaction hook. That was
It,
something that he trains. That was
it
something
was
that he
set
does
up.
in the gym. He
It was
trains
set
to
up.
do.
That's what people try to tell you. He
All
set
right,
it
you can
up.
say. All right, you can say. All right, let's take that. He set him up. Either way, Sasaki was there for it, meaning his hands was up under his chin, and when he got caught with that hook, that was the cleanest
Hey,
fucking
Greg, let
hook.
me ask you a question, bro. You ever fought somebody that hit real hard?
Yeah,
How did you act? Did you act reckless? Was you reckless with that person?
I got a mean poker face. You been in the ring with me.
No, no, right, right. So I'm asking, but no, yes, I know about that part. But what I'm saying to you is, do you approach that person different than you approach another person?
I'm being honest. When some I got a poker face. When somebody hit hard, I'll never let them know they hit hard
Right.
because I can't let you know. If I let you know that, then you're gonna build more confidence and you're gonna
Yes,
start.
but you're still gonna approach it different.
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
be more. I'm gonna be more defensive. Yes.
yes, you're gonna approach it different. Okay,
But my defense is way better than
And
Sasaki's. Way better.
I
yeah,
got
but also you're going to take limited risk because that guy is punching a certain type of way,
You gonna be
especially if
cautious.
his speed is matching up to yours as well. You're
But
going to
it's
be more
but it's things I
cautious.
know. But it's things I know you can do to a puncher that I can't. You know what I mean? I can't. Y'all wouldn't understand that right now. Y'all understand it, but the people wouldn't understand that if I start breaking that shit down for real,
Yeah,
for real.
I understand. You can't.
Okay.
This is the thing. Like I understand, I know what you mean when you say it's things you can do to a puncher, but some fighters, not you, they're not willing to do it once they feel the pain. Pain
Right,
comes with this shit. Some fighters know what to do with a puncher, and they can do it. But some fighters, once they feel the pain, they're not willing to do it.
right.
So we don't know where he gonna be at when that fight, when the fight comes. Where Haney gonna be at? Is he willing to do what he got to do once he feel it? You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
No, that's the
Some
question.
fighters,
You right. You right.
some
That's the
fighters.
question.
There's so many reasons why fighters win, and so many reasons why they lose. That's what makes it a good fight. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah. No, 100%, man. And the thing about it is one thing to be slick and to be able to, score your points effectively. Now, what I mean by effectively is Devin going to be able to, you know, punch at Norman and Norman be able to like not walk through these punches. That's another thing. He's in there like Kenny said, in there with a welterweight this time. And also Norman, just because he touched the ground doesn't mean he doesn't have a chin. I've seen the kid just, get clocked and just come back with some dog shit right after. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
gonna
that's
be
boxing.
interesting because he can force the fight to happen regardless too.
No, a lot of speculations can be true. The thing is, we not gonna find out till that night.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you got Devin Haney by decision.
No, 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 no. After the security guard grabbed onto their shirts, I said it's a 50-50 fight now.
All
Because
right.
because once
Explain.
you because once you do something like that, now you make the fight personal. Now you make my mindset, not only do I want to get you, I want to hurt you, I want to kill you. So that I'm not saying they gonna base the fight on that, but what I'm saying is that gives you a different type of motivation. When see Brian Norman, one thing I know about Brian Norman, he gonna train and he already gonna train hard. He gonna get ready for you. But when you give a guy gasoline like that, that makes things a little more difficult now because now he really wants you. Now he like in a Roberto Duran type of mindset where I'm gonna do anything I gotta do to get you. You know what I'm saying? So now I say that evens the fight out. In the beginning, I was saying Haney got the boxer's chance, but now it's a 50-50 fight to me.
Okay. Okay. Senior, what you got to add to that?
I don't have nothing. I love hearing it, man. I read the comments. I hear the people say what they say. I just be scratching my head like, bro, what the hell are y'all talking about? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Just like it's simple as what Kenny just said a minute ago. Everybody he's been in there with are smaller people. You was talking about Lomachenko a minute ago. Again, okay, man, great fighter, great fighter. You was talking about Lomachenko a minute ago. He had problems with Lomachenko. With Lomachenko, what power puncher has Devin Haney ever been in there with outside of Ryan Garcia?
I would say well, I can't really say who was the most, you know what I mean, effective power wise, except Ryan.
They're 130, they're 135 pounds, bro.
Yeah, I give you all that. I give you all that. When I be talking about Lomachenko, right? This is what all right, so this is what I'm trying to make people understand. When you fight a Lomachenko, he's so fucking crafty that he's going to elevate your mind as a fighter because of the things he do. I'm not saying Lomachenko fights like Norman and Norman fight. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the education you receive after fucking with a Lomachenko, you're gonna learn little things about yourself and about the distance and time in that ring. That makes you
I asked what power puncher besides Ryan.
and I already answered that. I said Ryan was possibly the best puncher he'd been in the ring with.
Right.
I answered that already. You keep basing it on power. You told me
No,
you was gonna knock me out.
no. Well, we know about that. We ain't gonna go back into that.
That's what I'm trying to say. So what I'm trying to say is you gotta land the power.
No, it's
The
not
power
about
gotta
that.
land.
I had limited tools also. I only had a 1-2. That's all I had.
Well, whatever you had, you used it and it didn't work.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
All I'm saying is you could talk about power, but if that shit ain't landing the way you want it to land, it ain't gonna be effective.
Stop it. Kai. Yeah, yeah, I got
That's all I'm saying. Now power do work in different ways. Like Kenny said, you can hit a motherfucker on the elbow and they feel it and they whole mindset change. You know what I'm saying?
Charlo Canelo.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's kind of, I feel like that's where Senior believes the fight's gonna be like. You know what I mean? He feels like that temperament that his son can give Devin is not what Lomo could do. But I know what you're saying. Loma's gonna test your time and it's gonna make your timing better.
I'm
But
I'm not saying
you're dealing with different adversity with,
I'm not
you know,
saying
when you're
none of
dealing with
that.
a power athlete.
B is a boxer too. That's what they missing. That's what they don't know. Again, like I
Yeah.
said, he ain't had to show you that, but they gonna find out. So I'm just laughing. I'm laughing at the whole thing about the slow feed, can't
Mhm.
box, uneducated. Now I'm laughing at everything. Hey,
Well,
listen.
I never said he had slow feet. I ain't
Yeah,
never go there. I'm just saying
yeah.
when it come to boxing, I think Devin is the better boxer. When it come to punching, I think Norman is the better puncher for
And we
sure.
go, and that's why we here to show different. That's all. That's why we here to show different. Like I said, you could put you got use this. I say use the same analogy before. We put a 6'5" basketball player in there with a 5'3" a basketball player. He could show out on him. You feel what I'm saying? But you put that with a guy his size, he ain't gonna be able to show out on him. Simple as that.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's okay.
Hmm.
Yo,
I don't know
yo,
what
go ahead.
I don't know what 64-inch reach looks like inside a ring with me. I don't know what that looks like. David Haney is 5'8". He fight people with 64-inch reach, 5'5". I don't know what that looks like. That's crazy. I mean, it's crazy.
Shit. Um, Greg, who's Boots fighting next? When's he fighting and who's he fighting?
I think he announcing a date this week, and I don't
Oh,
know the opponent yet.
word.
He don't have no opponent. Yeah.
Huh?
What's that feedback?
What's that? What?
Feedback. Somebody got feedback.
That's Kenny in
Oh,
the car.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm positive he ain't got no opponent because I've been hearing a whole lot of people who he been looking for as even as of yesterday. He don't have an opponent. So bless you, bless you. Even as of yesterday, he don't have no opponent. He as a matter of fact, I help y'all out. The going rate they trying to do is $250,000. So it's whoever will take $250,000. That's who he gonna fight.
Wow.
I'm telling you, they don't have an opponent. He's still looking as of yesterday, as of last night, not yesterday. As of last night, they're still looking. I know some names personally that they reached out to as close as last night. $250,000 is the going rate. Take it or leave it for anybody. But my thing is, I'm trying to figure out how you gonna build a career off paying people $250,000 when you're supposed to be the big dog. That's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be interesting that you can't get one fight and you got to build a career off of that. That's gonna be crazy. Hey, Greg, remember we were talking about stocks and I told you about the money that was being lost and I told you about business. That number goes right back to that. That
Well,
number
I'm
goes
not.
right back to that.
Well, I'm not at the negotiating table, so I don't know what they offering.
I'm telling you.
No,
I'm
I'm just saying
positive.
I don't. You just a
Yeah.
man, like I'm a man, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I'm positive about what I was saying, but what I was telling you about when we were talking about stocks and going up and going down, I was saying, but you got to think about it this way. From the bottom line standpoint, selling out 14,000, then coming back doing 10,000, then coming back doing 9,000. From a business standpoint, for the people in that arena looking around, but for the people who put their money out in their pocket, they're like, bruh, this ain't what we need. You feel what I'm saying? This ain't what we want. We supposed to be going the other way. We supposed to be building startup. We supposed to be building awareness and for the city around. Like we put them in this city. We do the 14,000. We do it again with another world champion. We do only do 10. So let's go down the street and see how much love he got, in the area. And we only do 9. I'm telling you from a business standpoint, it don't look good. So they see the potential there, but the offers that they send out this $250,000 tell me what really happened.
I mean, everybody career different as far as how they move. And one thing that I know, niggas gotta agree on something.
Right.
You already said y'all got offered something and you didn't want to take it. Y'all didn't want to take the fight because you said you thought it should be more money. So maybe that's what other guys think. So until somebody take the money or until somebody just don't give a fuck and they want to fight, we gonna be where we at.
I
Because
mean, but
everybody's in different positions.
yeah, I got you. I got you. But let's be real about it. Just like we were saying, you can't have all the cards. You can't have all the cards on your side of the table, and then expect another person to come to this side of the table. Huh, take what I'm giving you. You can't do that, and that's what they're doing. Like they wanted in Philly. I know of a 147 pounder that they're reaching out to, trying to get him to come up. They got no 147 pound. They trying to reach for him to come up. They trying to pay him 250. Like every person I've heard, I know one person coming off of a loss. They trying to pay him $250,000. These are people I know for a fact, and it's the same price for everybody, two hundred fifty
I
thousand
don't.
dollars.
Well, again, I don't know about the business side when it comes to him. I'm not in his business. All I know is whoever getting in there, they getting their ass whooped. I know that much. That's what I know. I know that.